destroyed. The last surge filled the harbor. What we're expecting with this next surge is that it will spill over into the parking lot. We're not sure. That obviously depends on how much the surge is, how far that spill will go. Elk Creek, which is an outlet into the ocean, has filled up as well, which has caused some minor flooding up to the back door of one of our city buildings, the Cultural Center, down in our beachfront park. At this point, that's the extent of the damages we have reported to us. So right now, we're just sort of waiting for the next surge to hit to see where we're at.
Right, the CHP has reported that some homes have been damaged, and also we heard about some docks that have been swept away. Can you elaborate more on those points?
I haven't heard any confirmation of any homes being damaged at this point. I can say that there has been extensive damage to the docks. Most likely when the harbor surged the first time, it loosened the docks from their moorings, which caused them to crash into each other and either damaged or swept them out of the harbor completely.
Sounds like a mess. Were people down there close to the water warned about evacuating?
Yes, we started the evacuation process at approximately 4:30 this morning. Through various means, we have a very well set up tsunami siren evacuation system here, as well as local law enforcement and fire did door-to-door evacuations through the downtown area, which is our inundation zone.
All right, so do we feel pretty confident that there have been no injuries, people stranded or taken away as a result of this?
I think we're pretty confident about that, yes. At this point, we have no reports of any injuries or any missing persons.
Hey, Joe, before you get away, based on the weather reports you're hearing and from your hydrologists, how long do they think we're going to be in the danger zone?
Well, the original estimate was that this could be a 12-hour event, which started at 7:30 this morning. So right now, we're sort of sticking to that estimate. We haven't heard anything different. As the surges come in from the ocean, we get the reporting buoys that are at various intervals that are, giving us a little information that more is still coming. So until we hear different, we're still holding to that 12-hour time frame.
All right, Joe Young with the Office of Emergency Services, thank you so much for joining us with the information about Crescent City. Stand by. I'm sure we'll be calling you back a little later on.
As we continue to watch live pictures from Santa Cruz County, looks like this Harbor Patrol boat is towing this capsized boat.
Yep, it looks like it's towing it to a spot where they can tie it off. And this is a process they'll be repeating for or several times today, because we have other sunken boats and capsized boats and boats that are just floating free adrift that could pose a hazard to navigation. So they've got a problem here in Santa Cruz in the harbor. Can we show that picture from earlier of that the first boat floating free and smashing into the harbor? Because that shows you just how powerful things were going. So you see some of the boats crash together there, but the one we're talking about, there it is, backing right into what appears to be dock material, collapsing it, and then it just curls around the boat, almost protecting it. But it's it's quite a scene down there. Don't want to make light of it, but again, the people in the harbor are asking that looky-loos do not come down to watch this, because the danger is still there, and potentially you could get in the way.
Yeah, let's give you a little quick traffic update. We'll continue to look at these pictures from Santa Cruz, but Francis wants to let us know that there are no longer delays on Highway 92, trying to get out of Half Moon Bay. Earlier this morning, of course, people were, jamming eastbound 92 and parking on Skyline and Cañada, staying on higher ground, so much so that Caltrans had to bring in porta potties for the folks who seem to be sticking around for the long haul. But right now, no delays on 92, and also in the Santa Cruz Mountains on Highway 17, a lot of cars were stopped near the Katz restaurant there. They are also leaving now as well. Oh, that's live, folks? Okay, this is video. So this happened within the past hour. We saw the scene played over again and again with boats becoming loose and then hitting the pillars to those overpasses, the bumpers, and then hitting other boats as well. So causing a lot of damage. The estimates won't be in for a long time, and it's still being played out, but you can bet it's going to be in the millions of dollars. By the way, real quickly, getting back to transit, BART running normally this